stomach hurts. We're live.
Are we live? Are we live? Mic check, 1, 2, 3.
I can't say anything too stupid.
Man, no people, nobody's coming in. Oh my god. I'm gonna die. Oh my god! They're on. What's going on, my man?
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Alright guys, so I'm gonna wait a little bit so people come in, because Mike says that he's ready, you know what I mean? He can't wait. He can't wait till tomorrow. Mike can't wait till tomorrow.
I'm hungry now, so I gotta get my dinner now. It's Thursday, and you know, still in training, so I ain't got that real NBA pay yet.
Let me share it real quick, guys. Oh, what's going on? What's going on? Mike couldn't wait. He said he wants his dinner tonight, so I gotta do what I gotta do, right, guys? I mean,
did anybody comment what the answer could be?
Don't even comment now because he's about to give it. What's up, guys? What's up? What's up? Steak dinner for all of us. Well, 1738, my man. It sounds like my man's about to get it tonight. So, Brett Scott, let's do this, my man. All right, so saludos desde Las Vegas. All right, so I'm gonna put the question up again, and let me make sure I write this down, guys.
Y'all make sure you give me the right answer so I get fed tonight.
No, don't. He's already got the answer, so.
Where'd quiz number 1 go? Oh, never mind.
All right. Marcel Blake, thank you guys for the video. Seeing it from both sides really helps me in this trucking career. That's good, man. All right, guys. Yeah, that's what I'll be eating, a cup of noodles. All right, so this is the question. This is what we got. And let me make sure I get it right. Make sure I don't, you know what I mean? This is what it looks like, guys. And my question to Mike was, can he make it? Let me make sure you guys can see this, because, you know what I mean? My question to Mike was, can you make that load?
What are they saying?
All right, guys, so TJ, what's going on? All right, so he's got 8 hours on his 8-hour clock. He's got 3 hours and 6 minutes on his 11. 14 hours. I'm sorry. 2 hours and 16 minutes on his 14-hour clock, and he only has 3 hours left on his 70. That's what his clock looks like up there. All right, guys. And if you see on the left, it says 5 p.m. today, date 7/30/17. We're just using that as a date. And then on the bottom right, load info. It picks up 139 miles away. Pickup date 7/31/1400. Okay, and it delivers 8/2 at 0600. 1,033 miles away. And those are recap hours. So the answer is what, Mike?
No, I can't finish it. I can pick it up. I can start it. I can maybe even get it to a drop yard, but I can't finish that load.
All right. The final answer, you cannot pick it up, right?
I can pick it up.
You can pick it up, but you can't deliver it.
I can't deliver.
Is that your final answer?
That is my final answer.
Womp, womp, womp. Guess who's getting steak dinner, guys? I am.
Oh, how close.
I am getting steak dinner. He done messed up, like, big time.
Alright, explain how. Explain how you're going to deliver that.
I'm going to explain.
No hours.
I'm going
You
to
have
explain.
no recap hours.
You know, guys, we wasn't going to do it tonight, but he was so anxious to give out the answer that he thought he had right, and he's nowhere close. So he's wrong. It can be picked up and delivered. Yes. He said you can pick it up, but you can't deliver it. Final answer, yes, he said da 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 da. So he owes me steak dinner. Yes, Big Mike. He owes me Longhorn, porterhouse, what do they call it, cowboy, whatever the cowboy steak. So Mike got too antsy and was wrong.
How?
All right.
How. You gotta explain this.
I'm gonna explain, guys, so bear with me. So you see the clock, right? Let me make sure I got my fingers where you don't. You see the clock, right, guys? Remember, it's 5 p.m. He's already delivered, and he has 2 hours on his clock. Okay? You guys see that, right? 2 hours on his clock, and then 3 hours on his 70. So really, he only has 3 hours. We're looking at the clock. This is the clock up here.
Really only got 2 hours.
No, 3 hours. It's 5 p.m. and that's his clock right there. All right, guys, so technically he only has 3 hours and 5 minutes to drive.
2 hours.
No, right here.
2 hours.
What? 2 hours. 2 hours to drive on the 11, but 3 hours on the 70. These are his recap hours. Recap. Those are recap, guys. And that's the load he's picking up, right? So what he would have to do is he's gonna have to catch a reset. He's only 139 miles away from the pickup. It picks up at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Big Mike, you might have to get him, baby. So check it out, guys. So I only have 3 hours. I've already been in the sleeper berth, off duty for 2 hours. At 5 p.m., I've been off duty for 2 hours. That's what we said, right?
Okay.
Right? So, what you would have to do is catch a reset 10 hours. So what time would you catch a reset? 1 a.m. So 10 hours after 3 p.m., it's 1 a.m. At 1 a.m., you'll have how many hours, guys? 12 hours and 40 minutes. Because we are gaining 9 hours and 35 minutes with the 3 hours and 5 minutes. That puts us at 12 hours and 40 minutes. You see that, guys? So at midnight, I'll have 12 hours and 40 minutes. Okay? So I get to the shipper. At 1 a.m. I drive to the shipper. That's nothing. He used to bet me that shit and do the road signs game. I was ripped bad with. See, that used to be one of my students, Christopher. That was one of my students. He was one of my students. So at 1 a.m. I get up and I head to the shipper. 60 miles an hour. I want to get there as soon as I can. Use as least possible time on my clock. So I get to the shipper. Let's say. Let me write this down because he might forget.
I will forget.
So let's say it takes me 2.5 hours. Let's say it takes me 2.5 hours to get to the shipper. That leaves me with 10 hours and 10 minutes left on my 11-hour clock.
Okay.
On my 70-hour clock.
That's fine.
Okay.
We can pick it up. We can even take it halfway. All right.
So I get
your second half.
So I get to the shipper. I get to the shipper, right, guys? I'm gonna sleep my 10 hours at the shipper. So I get there about 3:30. That's good, Christopher. Appreciate that, man. So I get to the shipper at 3:30 in the morning. I do my 10-hour break at the shipper, closest to the shipper as I could possibly get. Somehow, some way, I'm getting to the shipper. I don't want to start my clock again. I'm doing my 10-hour break there. At 1:30, I'm ready to go. Boom. Right? So, at 1:30, I'm ready to go. I got two options. If the load is ready, good. If it's not ready, I wait for it to get ready. Yes, trucking, you're right. And that's why I gave it an extra 30 minutes. Because 139 miles.
It's like 2 hours.
I said 2.5 hours. You tell me, trucking. Are we good with that? I mean, if not, we could add another hour. That's fine. I mean, you know, make it 3 hours. You tell me. Trucking. I'll wait for his answer. I want to see, because I want to make sure that, you know. All right, so 3 hours. So 3 hours to the shipper. So it takes me 3 hours to the shipper, and I have 9 hours and 40 minutes on my 70-hour clock. All right, we'll use that. Trucking suggested traffic. Okay, I'll give him that. So let's say the load is not ready until 3 p.m. for whatever reason. Okay, Craig, well, that's fine. We'll use 3 hours because we want to make sure we're good. So the load is not ready until 3 p.m., which is 1500. I have 9 hours and 40 minutes. How many miles do we drive on a 9.5 hour clock?
About 500.
We always drive 9 hours and 30 minutes every shift. His shift, my shift. How many miles do we average? Now, how many miles do we average, Mike?
500 to 525.
500 to 525. So we're going to say 500. We're going to use the lower end. Remember, I'm at the shipper. I have not started because I got to the shipper at 3:30 a.m. and actually at 4 a.m. I got to the shipper at 4 a.m. because I started my clock at 1 a.m. I got to the shipper at 4 a.m. because it took me 3 hours to get to the shipper. This is where we at. Okay, the load is not ready. That's fine, Will. That's fine. We'll say there is traffic, construction, whatever. So the load is not ready until 3 p.m. Right? No. You're not required to be on duty. No. You're picking up the load. You're in the sleeper. I mean, you're not doing nothing.
All right.
So at 3 p.m. you're ready. So you're ready to go at 2 p.m. because you got there at 4 a.m. plus 10 hours, that's 1400, which is 2 p.m., right? But the load is not ready to 3 p.m. That is correct. On them mulatto. No, he's buying me a ribeye. So, let me explain, guys. Look at him. Little shades and...
Attention.
So 3 p.m. I'm ready to go with my load. I have 9 hours and 40 minutes, guys. What do? I'm not gonna start driving then. No. Why?
Yeah.
Because at midnight, I get 5 hours and 45 minutes. Day number 2. I get 5 hours and 45 minutes. So I'm gonna wait up until roughly 5 p.m. 5 p.m. I'm gonna start driving. From 5 p.m. to midnight, 7 hours. You follow me?
Yeah, I think something's fishy about this.
Ooh, something's fishy about this. So, I start my clock at 5 p.m., guys. I run my current clock, which is 9 hours and 40 minutes.
You used a trick.
No, I didn't use no trick.
I'm calling you out. You used a trick.
What trick? There's no trick.
I'm calling you out. You did not say that there was 31 days in this month.
What are you talking about, bro?
7:30. You can't do it,
Mike. It says right here. What does that say, guys?
July,
what does that say?
days.
I don't care what the month on your phone says. What did I write down here?
7:31. Oh shit.
Okay.
All right. Never mind.
So, that is correct, Will Bernard. Drive through midnight. At midnight, you catch your hours, then you have a full 11. Because you have to drive 1,100 miles, 10:33 to the delivery. But we're going to round it up to 1,100 miles because, you know, like Guilty 718 says, I want to get paid for my miles, man. You know, GPS, Red McNally. That's my boy. Go check him out. Guilty 718. I hope you're watching this, my man. So he goes into midnight. You catch your hours. Now you got a full 11. You run 10 hours. In 10 hours, how many miles do we run?
10 hours we run over 550.
So we'll say 550.
Sometimes 575.
So we're going to use 10 hours, 550 miles. Okay, guys? So we drove 10 hours all through midnight. So after we're done with our shift, that would put us at, so we start at 5 p.m. It'll take me roughly 12 hours after all is said and done. Roughly, guys. I'm being very, very lenient with the hours. So at 5 a.m., my shift is over. I drove 10 hours.
So your sleep will be over at...
No, hold on. Let me make sure I go with this. All right. Let me make sure I explain it to where you guys can understand me. So at midnight, I get 5 hours and 45 minutes. So at midnight, what I look at is, I look at the whole clock now. So at midnight, I would have 14 hours, 15 hours and 20 minutes. All right. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong on that, please. At midnight, I would have 15 hours and 20 minutes. He was not confused. All he could think about was, my steak, my steak. So 15 hours and 20 minutes, guys. But I drove 10 hours. So we're going to drive 10 hours into 5 a.m. 7:31. 5 a.m., 7:31. I drove 10 hours. That leaves me with 5 hours and 20 minutes. Do you follow me, Mike?
Yeah, I got you.
He
You
got
cheated.
me.
You drove through the night. You used some high-skilled tricks that you learned over 6 years. You got me.
I've been telling you this. I've been showing you this, have I not? Tell me if I haven't, Mike.
You got me.
No. Have I showed you this, though?
You showed me that trick before.
Okay. So, I have 5 hours and 45 minutes, 5 hours and 20 minutes on the 31st. No, I'm sorry, on, not the 31st. August 1st.
A day early.
August 1st, right?
Right. What do we have to deliver on?
We have to deliver August 2nd. So August 1st, I got 5 hours and 20 minutes left on my 70-hour clock. So at 5 a.m. I go to sleep. My clock will be ready at what time, guys? 10 hours from 5 a.m. is 1500. 3 p.m. Ooh. But I only have 5 hours. I can't drive. So what, guys? I'm going to keep sleeping until 7 p.m. Why? Because I'm going to use those 5 hours to get me through the midnight. And at midnight, I gain, day number 3, I gain 9 hours and 4 minutes. You see that, guys? So I'm going to sleep up until 7 p.m. Use those 5 hours to get me to the midnight. And at midnight, I recap 9 hours and 4 minutes. So with that being said, I've already driven 5 hours. I only need to drive 5 more hours. And I have to be there by 6 a.m.
Paper logs.
All right. So I don't even have to drive the full 10 hours, but I get there on time. I pick up the load and I manage my clock just right. I get that midnight working and I get it there. Mike was too hungry. Remember, guys, we all are hungry out here. But if we do it right, we could eat some steak. If we do it wrong,
somebody else will be eating your steak.
Somebody else will be eating your steak. So, the story here, the moral to the story is, utilize that clock as much as you can. In this case, we utilized midnight to work with our recaps. And he didn't do that.
Nope. And I thought you were trying to fool me with the 31 days in the month, because this month has 31 days. There's no way that last month had 31 days. But I looked it up.
Yes, Craig, that is right. CJ, my man, Mike, he didn't get schooled.
Hey man, if I came here and I knew everything, what would I be doing?
No.
I'm
No. He didn't get schooled, my man. He failed to fully plan his trip. And again, guys, this is very important. Hey, Cherie, JS Truck, and what's going on? This is very important, guys. Had he taken more time to really think about this whole thing, he would have probably gotten it. But honky tonk girl, it can be confusing, yes. Curtis Walker, we're about to go get it right now, baby. Ooh-wee. Hey, so it's all about trip planning, guys. As soon as he said that he had the answer, I said, oh my God, I can't believe this dude's about to give me the answer. And I was trying to keep a straight face, like, okay, you know, I was trying to keep a straight face, but I wanted to laugh, like I wanted to laugh so bad because I was like, no. But he was so like, I said, are you sure? He's like, yeah, I got this, man, I got this. I said, all right, man. I said, all right, this is me right here. All right, bro, let's do this. You know what I mean? I gotta check in and I gotta do this. But deep down inside, I was like, oh my God, I'm about to get some steak. Oh shoot! No, nobody gets a hammer on my channel, man. Sorry, bro. So, Mike, think about the recap Remember we've done this before. I showed him this trick where you can start your hours.
Before.
Was that?
We've drove it before.
Right. Where you can start before midnight. At midnight you catch your hours. So he's done this before, and this is something that I knew that if he got this, he's good. I'm not saying he's not good. He's good, guys. He is ready to go. He, like Big Mike said, bye Felicia. You know what I mean? He's ready. But I want him to get better. I want him to be good. I want him to be better than I am. How about that? I want him to be better than I am. He's going to be better than a lot of people out there. You know, so that's the reason I'm doing this, guys. And I hope that somebody was able to learn something out of this. Maybe not. I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm not perfect, guys. I do the best that I can at teaching my students what I can. So I hope you got something out of this, Mike. What do you think? What are you thinking, Mike? Give me your feedback. I want to hear you. Like, what you have to say about this whole thing.
I feel like I got fooled because I didn't pay attention to the midnight rule. I should have known better because it's something that we've worked through. It's something you taught me. And it's something that we talked about with another problem that somebody had and asked us.
Well, you know what's funny?
How they were going to do it.
This is somebody, this right here, somebody called me, needed my help, needed help, because their trainer failed to show them this stuff, guys. And what did I say? This would be a good experience for Mike. If he gets it, perfect. If not, he's gonna learn something. And I hope he did. I hope he did, man.
Domingo, I can't say that I'm tired, man. I've been sleeping for I'm almost on my 34. I'm only a few hours away from my 34.
That says it all, Domingo.
I've slept too much. That's what the problem is.
Domingo, you want to buy me a steak, my man? So, tell me, I mean, you said you feel like you got fooled, but really, you only fooled yourself because you failed to look at the big picture.
Yeah.
So I didn't fool you. So, you know, Brett Scott, they don't even teach that at my trucking school. Man, I hope I was able to show you something, man. You're real. Thank you, Brandon B. Don't want to get a violation. That is correct. You deliver in Dallas. Yeah, we deliver in Dallas, my man.
We were just there not too long ago.
Yeah, we were just in Dallas not long ago. How do you know how many hours you get at midnight?
It's on the recap.
It's on the recap thing. You'll see it on your Qualcomm or whatever you're using. It's going to show you the 7 days. You see, and I laid it all out to him. But that's the thing, you know, he doesn't know it. I'm here to teach him. Get this while you're on my truck. You know what I mean? So whenever you get on your own, you know this trick. You'd be like, damn, Junior showed me that. You know what I mean? So that's good, Mike. That's good. I mean, I know he's probably like, damn, you know, I'm on live YouTube and I didn't get it right. Hey, it's all good. Fine. It's all good, my man. We all make mistakes, people. We all make mistakes. I'm not perfect. I make mistakes.
I don't never claim to have any kind of perfect marks or anything.
So, everybody, I gotta look at my Google Maps. See, there's a Longhorn around here. Gotta get my dinner, baby. So this was good. This was good because I wasn't sure how it was gonna pan out, but it was good. I want to join trucking, bro. Tell me how much I can make working for company after I get my CDL. Thanks. Amir, as a company driver, they boosted it up to 42 cents for a condo and 47 cents for a lightweight per mile. 47 cents per mile. We are in PA. Mike is a pro. I'm gonna make sure of that, CJ. All right, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys were able to follow along.
Thanks for all the good comments. I saw a bunch of stuff on there. That was good. That was cool.
This is a good question. A good how do I say this? A good practice. Thank you, Red Viking Trucker, outstanding. Appreciate that, Marcel Blake. Well, I don't know about the dinner yet, my man. I gotta see if there's Tommy. I gotta see if there's a Longhorn around here. Matter of fact, I might have him check it out right now. As a matter of fact, we might do a movie and a dinner. I don't know. We'll see. Guillermo, saludos, mi hermano. ¿Qué tal? Kadeem, what's going on? Now, if someone could help me pass the damn 90. Man, I got some videos on my channel you can look up.
Yeah, watch the videos, man. They helped me learn the 90. It's good. You'll get it.
Brandon.
It's pretty fun.
You're going to have to catch it on replay. Oh, my God. 30 minutes?
We definitely got to get something to eat.
Yeah,
Actually
guys.
have somewhere to go.
All right, guys. I appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in and watching the live feed. I hope I was able to show you something. And I hope you was able to learn something from this. Mike.
They my truck and purple nipples.
Mike, you know, just keep practicing, my man. You know, hours of service, man. I always tell you, just look at that clock. Look at your hours. You look at your hours. You know, study it. You know, Brett, that's a good replay, my man. So, all right, guys, we're gonna end this here. I appreciate again for you to tuning in. Bizrat Germa. Go through my channels, and the air brake test is on one of my playlists. Manuel Escobar, that's it, man. Míralo de nuevo y ya va a ver que se puede, you know. And guys, real quick, I'm gonna end this right on this note. If you guys refuse a load, have a legitimate reason why you're refusing it. That's just a tip that I do myself. I don't just tell dispatch I'm refusing it, I don't want to take it. I always have a reason why. Regardless of what it may be, you know, make sure you have something. Don't just say no. You know what I mean? So, you see Mike's up there already
34, baby.
picking up his white tee.
I gotta get my Steve beater on.
He said Steve beater. Hey, Brett, did you put me down as a referral, my man? If not, you can call Recruiter and have him add me. Driver code Maturo. Everybody, add me on Instagram. Junior Honduras on Instagram. Junior Hondurans on Snapchat. Junior Honduras on Facebook. GG Channel. Oh, okay, I appreciate that, and I wish you the best, Gigi. Add me on Snapchat, Instagram, and Facebook, people. Damn, he put some cologne on. Woo. All right, Junior Honduras Instagram, Junior Honduras Snapchat, Junior Honduras Facebook. Yeah, check out CJ Parker and his little go-kart. Eddie Alvarez, yeah, send me a request. I'll add you, my man. All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in. 33 minutes. This is as long as I've gone before. Oh, man. My driver code is Maturo, M-A-T-U-R-O. If you fill out the application here, add me, please. All right, guys. Mike.
Out.
Oh, look, he took his shades off.